Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D, and this is going to be my collective reading for the week coming up ahead, starting on the 23rd to 29th of May. So this week we do have a few things going on. We've got Mercury, which will retrograde back into Taurus. So with retrograde, it started in Gemini, so it probably affected things like any sort of travel plans, or even like sort of social plans may not have worked out, or things may have gone wrong in terms of if it could even be traveling actually, but any sort of social event. It's also going back to Taurus, you might find finances like probably not a good time to invest, like housing and that you might be unstable. It will say be careful signing contracts too. But when we're looking at Taurus, it's about finance, it's about our environment, it's about our home, it's our surroundings. Plus, we've got Uranus in there as well. So we're coming into like the very unstable energy when we've got Mercury retrograde, the other stuff that's going on, back into Taurus. We're going to look at our this could affect our sort of battles within. So we talk about war when there's stuff going on around the world, but we also look at our own battles that's happening inside of us and recognizing that and overcoming those struggles that we're all facing at the moment, that we all seem to have. You need to also, with this transit, focus on what can be done and what you can do, which then also goes into, we've also got Mars on the 26th, going to go into Aries. So Mars is at home in Aries. It's in its ruler and it's the most strongest. But we're going to have a lot of energy and in Aries, a lot of planets in Aries. We've got Jupiter, we're going to have the Moon, we're going to have Chiron and Venus there. So this can create a feeling of being unbalanced because so many planets in one star sign and it's fire, so the balance is not really there. We might feel like we need to be doing everything fast, or things maybe time's going a bit forward in terms of like speedy. Know your own power and what action you can take. So know what you can do. Okay, which also goes into that Mercury retrograde energy that I'm picking up. And don't delay on getting things done. If there's something that needs to be done, do it. Don't delay. Don't leave it till next week. It's like this is the perfect time to like really using this energy to be able to move forward and get things done. And it's also about creating power, being more creative. Passion, sorry, not power. What's going to ignite our passion? Where are we going to go? When we're looking at Aries, it's looking at you. We're looking at yourself, and where you're going to go. Because when we look at the qualities of an Aries, they're very important people. They are the delegators. They are not they are the leaders, the delegators. They're not like the team, working in such a team. So this could also bring about, you focusing on yourself, doing things for yourself and where you've got to go, and not being too hassled, or like I said, like team environments may not work out for you at this time, and maybe you having to do these things and possibly even on your own, for some of us. And it could be that's the right energies coming in for us at this time, But also, we need to have this self-belief in ourselves. So we need to know what's going. We've got other things going on with certain aspects of other planets, and I feel like Saturn's going to get ready to start retrograding at the beginning of next month, and I feel like Saturn's going to be causing up a few problems. And even myself, I've got the election. Our election's happening in a retrograde, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this election being in a retrograde. If the opposition team get in, it's probably not going to be a very good start, because it's not good starting something new in a retrograde, especially a Mercury retrograde. Starting a new job is probably not going to be the best thing this time, especially for the opposition leader. He's a Piscean, so he doesn't even have like a leadership energy about him. There's other candidates, like I do feel like that Pauline Hanson will actually, she's a Gemini, and I can see her strength and her power, and I feel like she may not get enough to be to take over the country, but I feel like she's going to get quite a number of votes to boost her up. And the same with the other few minor parties. But when we come with these two parties that are happening this week, I just see not one is real leader, but there is one of a standout to me than the other one. But I kind of feel like we may be heading into a hung parliament coming in at the end. But we'll just see what happens. It's going to be interesting in this retrograde that this is happening. So, you know, we'll stay tuned. Let's do some cards. Cards coming up. I actually got some new cards this week. I got some friends cards. I actually didn't think these cards were coming. I ordered them back in February, so it's taken quite a while, and they just turned up this week. I was getting worried that they weren't going to turn up. All right, so we're going. Which cards are we going to do? We're going to do these cards here. I also feel like I'm getting into this. Don't forget your truth, okay? Don't forget where you stand, your truth, your story, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve this month. Because I feel like things, as I said, it's going to be this feeling of unbalance that are coming in this week by the end of it. Anyway, let's have a look here. And it's like you want to be in control. You want to be in control. You know where you're going. Okay, I'm going to do a card each day: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a card, overall card. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got a card here for Monday. Let's see what Monday's going to bring us. Monday might be feeling a little bit trapped, like we can't, everything's upside down. We don't really know where we're heading, like we're trying to move forward, but there's something that maybe delaying that action could possibly coming up for Monday there with that card. But I feel like ultimately you set yourself free with that, because by Tuesday, it's like full speed ahead. We're going to this new energy. We're going into this time of something new coming in. There could be even something financial for this day as well, but it's like we're moving forward. We're passing by people who may be standing still, who haven't evolved, who haven't trying not to move forward. But there's a fun aspect with this card too, and I'm going to say even loyalty as well with that one. Wednesday, again, it's a day of sort of harvest money, but I feel like it's more like, money could be coming in, but I feel like it's more like, what are we going to do with this money? How am I going to plant it? Where am I going to do? It's like these problems that we're coming up with, financial problems at the moment. So we're trying to decide of actually what we're going to do with our money and where we're going to put it. And this is something about also looking at overcoming things too with that. That's for the Wednesday. And then when we've got Thursday here, we're coming together. It's about, I feel like, being around people who are like-minded, spending time with people that you know are going to be more about celebrating than being negative. And again, it's about igniting that passion, igniting that fire in us to get that moving happen. Then we're looking at Friday. Friday here, I feel like it's a day of relaxation, where we're trying to climb mountains. So most of these cards, besides the first one, is about, I feel like there's a lot of action in these cards about setting ourselves up for what we're going to do. Because this one here, even though he's sort of relaxing, but he's climbed up the stairs. He started making that way up the mountain. And when we get to next weekend, I feel like it could be a situation where we need to stand our ground. We need to be that confidence. We may even hear a message about something that make us be a bit, I just feel like something about standing our ground to take that action that we need. But then by Sunday, this is a really good card, I feel. This is a card of, again, that's that passion, igniting that passion, that fire, spending it with our loved ones. It could even be love. Fire is passion, which also can bring out love too, and that we do have Venus in there. So it could be, igniting that flame for that Sunday. And then the overall card, take risks. I feel like this card is saying, as a collective, we need to just take risk. As well, we need to let things happen and not be scared of what may be happening. But, it could be a bit of a juggle. We're trying to juggle everything at once. So it's about, knowing our limits and what we can do and what we can achieve. Because we might lose things, but it's about, trying to rise above things as well. Okay. All right, I'm going to try and get a channel for us, and then I'm going to use my new deck for the 4 cards. Okay, let's just see. You're all so scared to move forward. You're all hesitating. And why is that? When the energies at the moment are all telling you to move forward, this week is going to be a week where something's going to be activated in you all to move forward, to ignite that passion, to get where you want to go. And no more hesitating, no more pushing back, or no more just waiting for things to happen. You all have to make it happen yourselves. This will be the only way for you all to move forward and to live the life that you all want to live so much. For humanity is going through that big change, and this change is happening this weekend. You have no idea what is going to come, and it is going to surprise you all. But with that one change comes with another, and by the end of it, you are definitely moving in a new direction, a direction where you can make the changes that you want to achieve the goals that you want. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to pick out 4 cards to make this a bit more individual reading. So please pick out cards 1 to 4. Okay. Let's have a look here. Okay. So we've got card 1, 2, 3, 4. People who are picking card number 1. Card number 1 here. Don't quite have a spilt milk, so I feel like, things haven't worked out the way that you wanted it to, or the way that you planned. I don't feel like it's the end of the world, but again, it's up to you to take that action to move forward. It's like all is not lost. There's still a bit of hope there. It's about you getting up to make that change, to make that exit out of that situation that's going on for you. It's like you might be a bit quirky, but I feel like you might be disappointed. But when you reflect on this in time to come, you're going to realize that it was the best thing that happened to you, I feel. And then we've got the second card, which is this card here. For this card, it is a card about remembering good times. I feel like even being around family. There could be accomplishments made this week with this card, like achievements. You're very proud of being honoured for what you have done and what you're going to do to move forward. Like you've prepared, you've done the work, and you are going forward to be able to get it all done where you want. I do feel like there could be financial gain or reward, or some promotion coming up in the cards for you with this one. Card number 3, which is this card here. I kind of feel like with you, everything's opening up for you this week. I kind of get the word spectacular is coming into me. So I feel like this week couldn't be a spectacular week, a week of energy that's going to boost you to really get that heights. Like it could be a bit cold. Like I am. It's a bit cold. We're coming into winter, but for you this week, you're going to rise above it. But I just feel like for you this week's going to be a spectacular week. Your energy is up high. You got the right intentions, the right motive. It's time for you to go ahead. You've done the work, you planted those seeds, and now it's time for you to collect the rewards that's coming up for you. And the 4th card, which is here. It's like just kind of unsure. Like I'm weighing up my options. I'm really unsure where I'm going. I'm kind of scrambling a little bit. Maybe even like finances may not be as good as I'd hoped. And it's I'm trying to be seeing the best at the situation. I'm trying to be a bit quirky or a bit funny. You may even think you're not the smartest, but you're a bright spark. And it's about not forgetting that spark that will never die or never go out inside of you. But you will pick the correct option for you, but it's like you're weighing up options. You're looking at different ways of doing things and, how to get ahead as well, I feel like, with this card. But it's also don't forget where you come from. Don't think about not forgetting something with this week, with this card too. All right. So I will leave it there. Next week, I will be at the MBS Sydney. So if you are in Sydney, please come down to the MBS. I'll be in aisle 017, I believe, A17. I'm trying to organise, see what I can do. Actually, I will be able to should be able to do a live sometime Sunday to see how it goes with my timing. But I hope you all have a really good week ahead. I said if you're in Sydney at the MBS, please come on down and say think my cousin will be selling her artwork. There'll be 2 readers in my stand, me and someone else. And I think that's it. I'm still doing my radio show on Fridays, A1R Psychic Radio. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you for my next video. So thank you for liking, sharing, and your comments, and I'll see you later on. So bye for now.